Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have a special guest here today that I definitely want to introduce you guys to. Um, his name is Brandon Thompson, and I refer to him as something a little different. I refer to this guy as the hardest working man in the room. That is like literally my name for him inside of my phone and my contacts is the hardest working guy in the room. And I swear to you, as someone that deals with like motivation masters, life coaching, and inspiring individuals, this guy sheer presence absolutely intimidates me and pushes me to my limit every day that I see him in the gym. Every day I see him, I am literally chasing this guy down who puts me and I mean that in like a pleasant and humble way. You ever seen somebody that just outworks you and outdoes that guy? And I'm glad to have him finally on the show. We've been talking about it for a couple of months that I've been trying to get him on, and just want to talk a little bit about his mentality, his development, who he is as a person, what inspires him, what motivates him, what keeps him going, and the literal workhorse that he is. So I want to welcome him. Brandon, it's nice to have you. I appreciate you. Just say, hey, what's going on, man? What's going on with you?
Leland, everybody, thank you for having me. I appreciate being on the podcast. I'm honored, even humbled and grateful to even be thought of and mentioned, to be able to talk and, let other people know, share my thoughts of, what drives me and what motivates me.
Absolutely. I love your energy, and I really love like how humble and like just earnest you are. We've had a couple of people on the show, and we've had like a wellness coach that's on the show. I've had a couple other coaches. I've had a couple other athletes on here as well, and some people that are just general people that going through situations, family, trying to deal with their kids. We've had a lot of different types of people, but I'm telling you, I've never been to this kind of level with someone that absolutely just destroys any kind of motivation that I could deal with or put out. And I've never seen anybody like you before. I'm partly to believe that you're kind of some kind of robot. I really am. I don't know what's going on, but man, today we saw each other in the gym today, and I don't know if you saw the bigger gentleman that was, doing the deadlifts and some other things. You probably weren't. You were in your own zone and working out like you always do. But I spoke to this guy, and even he noticed your work ethic and said, man, I came in here last week and I said I could have sworn this guy was doing deadlifts. And he said 1001, 1002. So you actually, intimidated everybody there just with your presence and your work ethic. So we laughed about it, but we're like, man, this guy's not human. I don't know what he's doing, but he's not human. So I don't even know if you even notice these things. So I think it's awesome. How do you feel, man?
I feel great. For other people to notice me and notice my work ethic and my mentality of in the gym just grinding, that actually helps push me to go even harder. That's just like a quarterback or on the football field. A star basketball player on the court. Everybody's chanting him. He ain't got nothing left, but he ain't showing it. He could be hurt. Could be going down. The team might be down 30, 40, 50 points. But the crowd, the crowd is chanting. That little push helps that person, win the game to get those 2 or 3 yards, they need to get or hit that last shot. That give me that extra motivation, that boost to even keep going. As far as what drives me, I'll start off saying my grandfather, the late, God rest his soul, the late Larry Thompson Sr., he was a hardworking man. He had his own construction business. He poured concrete, and he was his own man. He was a leader, a natural born leader. Some people are managers, and some people are leaders. Some people are born to be leaders, and that's one thing that's in my bloodline. as my last name Thompson. We born. I was born to have that same work ethic as he did. A lot of it is just a lot of it is just good genes, and then the work ethic part, I get it from him. And then the mentality, another person that really motivated me a lot was, you can't see it, but I got the shirt Kobe Bryant. He was my idol coming up. Him and Allen Iverson. I grew up wanting to be like those guys. Kobe, he had that Mamba mentality, and what that meant was be the best version of you, no matter what it is. Whether it's you're owning your own business, you working for somebody, you might be cleaning up trash off the street. You know what I'm saying? You be the best version of you. You stay in your lane, focus on you, and not only people recognize it, but you can be great. So that's one of my guys, Kobe. I've always not tried to be like him, but he inspired me to even keep going. So sometimes I wake up in the morning, I watch some of his videos, to where I don't feel like going, or I'm going through something, that helps me keep going. A lot helps me on my job. My job requires a lot of physical work. So once I started working out in the gym, that even helped me affect areas in that life. I didn't start out always like this. I started working out back in 2019. We moved here back in 2019. And I didn't really I worked out, but I wasn't really taking it as serious as I was till after COVID hit. And when
Right.
COVID hit, they shut all the gyms down. I was still working, but I would, go to the high school across from my house. I would run, take my daughter out there to run sometime, and then I do push-ups. And then when Hilton opened back up, I would go in there and grind even harder, and I've been going ever since.
So what I have to ask this, because right now it seems like it may seem to the people that don't know you that I'm kind of just hyping you up and everything like that. But I swear to you guys, this man is like a machine. Can you just walk through like whatever your workout routine looks like? Can you just like walk through something that you did in a day? I won't stop you. Just walk through what you do in a day.
Well, I have two gyms here. One of them is Hilton Full Time Fitness, as you know.
Right.
Normally, when I have a routine, a ritual where I like to stretch. I stretch my arms, my legs. A lot of the stretches I get from my wife. My wife, Natasha Pilgrim, she helped me. When I hurt my back at work, she helped me with the stretches. So I started doing that. And I get on the treadmill. I do my little push-ups on the treadmill, and then I start running. I have my incline on 7, and then I have the speed on 6.7. So it's like I'm running up a hill for 32, 33 minutes. Once I stop that, you see me on the bench press, I get off of that. I might walk after 30 minutes. I walk for about a good 10, 15 minutes to start, pace myself and get my breath back. And then I get on the bench press, and you see me with the 3 plates on each side, and I start doing that. So, and then I do like 3 reps of that. And then I do I don't know if you ever see me do the leg thing where you pushing the legs up.
Yes, sir.
Then I do the dumbbells where it's like a back exercise. I have the 55 dumbbells. I do that 3 sets. And once I start doing that, I use the ball and I do kind of like they did in high school. I don't know the name of the workout, but I take the ball and just the cherry pickles. Yeah, that. Like sit up crunches, but you're doing it with a ball. I do 3 sets of that. Then I get back on the other bench press and then do that with 3 plates on the side, 3 sets. And then I go in the room, which I don't even like that nobody be in there. You know the little room Hilton got in there?
Yes, sir, I do.
It's like a obstacle course. I have the rope. I do a rope. I have the ball and bounce it off. Throw the ball up while I'm jumping on the steps. Then I have the rope and do the pull-ups. And then I have the little deadlift thing. And then I slam once I do the deadlift, I slam that down and then have the little handle thing you got for a push-up ball. I do that 3 sets. And then after that, I get on the the Stairmaster. I do that for 20 minutes. And 20 minutes I do that. And then I do dumbbell press and curls. That'll be my last thing. And then if I have time, I hit the punching bag. But what helps me on that treadmill is I watch his YouTube, music videos on YouTube. That's what helps me. That's the secret that helps me. And then it don't matter what song it is. As long as it's some upscale hip hop, whatever music it is, what I want to listen to at that particular time, I watch it, and then it keeps me going. I don't even look at the time. I don't look at how much longer I got. I stay focused on that video, on that music video, whatever music video come in my head I want to play on YouTube. That's what helps me, and that's what I've been doing. You know, that's another thing that keeps me is music. So
I totally agree. I stay focused as much as I can. I try to, put my playlists, and I've got different playlists for different things, but it's amazing to see all of that and hear everything that you just laid out. That was 2 or 3 hours right there in that workout routine. It's just amazing. And then the way you go 3 plates here and then 4 plates that leg, it's just amazing to hear all of that. So yeah. I have like one main question that I usually ask, and that's, what keeps you motivated? I know you kind of touch bases on it, on your work ethic and your genes, but what keeps you motivated? Like what's your story behind, hey, I got to do this. I wake up every day with that mentality, that mindset. What keeps you motivated?
I just say, man, just, other than being healthy, man, and being able to have the energy to take care of my family, do what I need to do, it's just, by the grace of God. That's what He helps me to get up and keep doing what I'm doing. But that's what really keeps me motivated, man, is my family, really.
I understand that. We talked in private, on sometimes before, and when I was impressed by your rhythm and the way you worked, we talked about the way you explained to me and talked a little bit about your past and how you used to be, and then you made that transition to become this elite athlete inside of the gym, and you made that transition. I didn't know if you wanted to talk about that a little bit, but I'm definitely giving you credit for that. So I didn't know if you wanted to touch base on that or not, but I think you're a definite inspiration. And
there was a time where I couldn't even run from here to the door to get outside of my house. My wife would tell you I would struggle, and I wasn't eating right. I would eat McDonald's fast food every day. I actually didn't look nothing like this. Like you see me look now, 8, 9, 10 years ago.
Show him that picture that's on my page.
No, I haven't showed him. But next time I see you, I have to show you the pictures of how I used to look. I had to weigh probably about 200 some pounds, but that was a lot of weight carrying. Yeah, I was carrying at the time. But
right.
Yeah, I wasn't in a way to where I could want to work out at the time. So it
right.
just about self-improvement. I was willing to do the work, to motivate myself and to help become a better me, not just physically but mentally.
At some point in time, like we all have that, I like to say it's a come to Jesus moment of accountability. And, it sounds like you acknowledge the situation, with your family, your health. And you said that I want to make a change. I want to figure out what's going on and I want to correct it. I want to be able to enjoy, not only my family. And sounds like you have an awesome support system. I hear your wife in the background and, hey, how you doing? But I definitely want to, I want to acknowledge that support system because that's pivotal in making that change when you have that kind of mentality to work towards that. I'm sharing something with you. My wife was showing me some before and after pictures today, and it's just amazing, like the changes that we can do in our life, and how we can actually, how it reflects and how our inner selves can actually reflect outward. Once we feel a certain way, it reflects outward on that. And I'm telling you, like, if I didn't know you personally, if I hadn't talked to you personally, if I haven't seen you personally, I would think you're the strongest individual. And like I said, the hardest working guy in the room, like easily. But you're very humble. You're very passionate. You're very quiet. You kind of keep your head down and you go about your way, but you have the skills and that. I mean, I was talking to the guy I'm literally telling you, like, he was like 300 pounds. He was wearing this green shirt. If you know who I'm talking about, I don't want to say his name or anything, but he called you a beast. Like, that's amazing. He's called you a beast. So, but you don't carry yourself at all that way, but it's your work ethic, it's your mentality, it's the way you move. And then to find out that you have the support system behind it, and you were doing it for your health and your family, and like, it's amazing, man. It's an amazing story. And I really implore you to make sure people know that and know you as a person. It's really inspiring. You know, I literally come in here. My wife seen me today. She seen me like limping in the house because I told you before, I'm competing with you. You know? She seen me coming in and she goes, "Oh, Brandon was there today, wasn't he?" I said, "Yeah, he was." I was trying to do it, you know. And I said, "He got me today. I wasn't going to do it, but I saw him and he got me today." So I just wanted to tell you, man, you definitely have it, and you're an inspiration to many people. I told you in confidence in private, you know, about the situation with my family and my daughter, and how you're actually affecting us and helping us out. So I want to implore that you continue to do what you're doing. I think it's an awesome thing. Is there anything that you want to add, or like, you know?
I do want to. My wife want to say something, then I'm gonna say something too.
Sure. But come on. Welcome.
So, hey, Leland, and hey to all the people. I'm the talkative one, okay? And my husband don't give himself enough credit.
No, he does not.
Let me tell y'all, for what y'all don't see, I'm gonna tell you what I see, okay?
Oh, right. Bring it.
So he gets up 4:00 in the morning, because you asked, you know, what his day looked like.
Right.
What his day looked like ain't what he told you. That's just the little few hours of his day, okay?
Right.
He get up at 4:00 in the morning, okay? According to when he have to be to work. If he have to be to work at 7, then he's going to the gym. If he have to be to work at 9, he's going to the gym at 5. Okay? So he's getting up. He's going to go to the gym, do a full workout, then go to work. Now, on his job, he works in a freezer where he slings 20 plus, 30 plus, 40 plus pound boxes all day long. Okay? So
machine. He's a machine.
Goes to work. He works normally 12 hours. So, or between 10 to 12 hours. Sometimes maybe even a little more than that. If he go to work at 9, he's getting off at 7 or 8. If he goes to work at 6 in the morning, then when he gets off, it's normally around 6 or 7. He's going to go to the gym after work if he have to go to work at 6 in the morning. Now, mind you, he never gets home before 7 o'clock. So he's going to come home and he's going to go work out. Now, what his workout looks like past the gym, because that's just a part of his workout. He doesn't just work out at the gym. He runs 10 miles. He runs from our house to, I don't want to say the road because I ain't want to tell the world where I live at.
Yeah, that's okay. I understand.
He runs from our house 5 miles and then back. So he runs 10 miles, then goes to the gym. Okay? Then he will work out, run on the treadmill. Then he will come home, chug down a gallon of water, go back to the gym, and punch the punching bag for 30 minutes or so. Okay? So y'all don't see what I see.
Allow me to say this in all due respect, because I absolutely, we've had the conversation. So I mean, no disrespect whatsoever, but he makes me sick.
I will try and take over your little pocket.
No. I love it, and because he is so humble, he won't say anything. He will not say anything.
Well, see my Paul Heyman, see my advocate. So.
But I'm telling you,
man,
he makes me sick. I can tell. It's just, man. While you were saying that, while your wife was explaining that, my wife walked in the room and her mouth hit the floor. we both were like, yeah, we can't do this. So it is amazing. And I'm glad that she spoke up. I'm glad you said to Paul Heyman. I caught that reference. I'm glad she spoke up and said something like that, because people need to know that you are out here really getting it and doing it and living that life. And it's great to have an advocate like that. You know, she's definitely your biggest fan, and I love it. I love to hear that kind of stuff because I love to see not only, you know, couples supporting each other, but you are so humble that you don't even have time to focus on who you are. And man, the audience needed to hear that. The audience need to hear and validate not only what I see in you, the hardest working guy in the room. Now they hear that.
He's a machine.
Do you change the oil regularly, or is he solar powered? How does he work? How does it work?
Ask him how fast he can run a mile.
I don't want to know, because I used to run and I don't want to feel embarrassed.
Wow.
Where are you at with your mile time, sir?
Tell me where you was at. Tell me where you was at first.
At my peak?
Yeah.
At my peak, I hit 4:45.
Yeah, he like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
He could be doing the Olympics somewhere.
He's a machine.
This past marathon that I ran, the 5K for Lily and Liberty, we did a 5K 3 miles. I ran under 19 minutes, and then came home and worked out.
Yeah, you're a machine.
After that, so
you're a machine. My fastest and my absolute prime was like 1740s, and I could only do it then. I'm nowhere near that now. Nowhere near that. You are a machine. I am hard convinced that somewhere we have batteries and you're just charged up and ready to go, and I'm convinced.
Well, people at work be calling me Superman, so
I believe it. I fully believe it. The hardest working man in the room. Tell your wife thank you, because we needed to hear that.
Yeah, I said enough. I know I don't really talk a lot,
you said enough.
Yeah.
Your AI is off. The machines don't know how to communicate that well.
Yeah. Yeah, but I hope I made sense to where you could understood where I was coming from.
Oh yeah, definitely, and trust me, I appreciate it. I know my wife appreciates it, and I know whoever hears this, they're going to appreciate it. That you don't always have to be on Instagram flashing everything or doing this and that to have the same work that you do. You're definitely a person that comes in, does the work, goes home, and lives his life. So I definitely appreciate that. I definitely appreciate the time, and like I said before to you, and in private, the situation, me taking my daughter and my wife out, and how you have affected our lives. I definitely want to thank you on that personally. I definitely want to thank you, on not only being on the show, but pushing me the way you do in the gym, pushing me to be a better person, pushing me, because that ultimately is instilling health in my life and my family. And I can't thank you enough for that. To see that kind of person, to see that in real life, I want to thank you, because you just don't even know. And I thank your wife and everything else for me. I'm not going to take too much of your time. We're already, doing 20. I usually do 20 minutes, but you're a special case, a special breed. So if you have any final things you want to say, or shout outs or anything like that, please let me know. This is your time to do it before I end it out for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this one last thing. Working out in the gym, it creates masculinity for men. We're living at a time now where a lot of guys, especially modern males, younger, my age and younger, they're not in the gym like that. They own the internet, they own video games. They're not doing anything to where they can create their self and build themselves up to be men. And one way of building yourself up to be a man and become a better man is working out. It ain't just the physicality; it's the mental drive, it's the discipline. That's the one. When you ask me what drives me, it's that discipline that helps me. The on times that I don't want to get up in the morning, it's a discipline that hey, get up and do this. Consistency. And you don't see that in today's time, especially with COVID. You got a lot of things going on. It's important for men to create that masculinity. We're made to be warriors, and that's one thing that I strive to be a warrior. And I think men need to be warriors and take their rightful place in what we're made to be and what we're created to be, and that's men. And it's sad when you see more women in the gym and older people than you see, men period. So I just try to be that. I'm just trying to be that best version of me, like I always say. Be the better person than you. Don't do better than what you did yesterday. And that's my thing.
That's great that you said that, because the motto that we have here is 24 hours better. That's exactly what we think. So like, I definitely appreciate you, coming on and having that. Brandon, until next time where you try to kill me in the gym, I want you to know, I hope you have a great day, sir. Tell your wife, I hope she has a great day too. And thank you for jumping on and shouting your praises from the top of the roof. We needed to hear that. All right. Thank you so much, sir. And I'll see you next time.
All right. Have a good weekend.
24 hours better, bud. Bye.